What is going on, guys? Hope everyone's having a great day. Today's video is actually because Battlefront 2 has been absolutely taking off lately. The game has been out for literally over 3 years and the player count is rising ridiculously high. The game is literally getting so many players that the servers are literally crashing. That's not even an exaggeration. They literally had to update the game because there were so many people, the servers couldn't keep up and they were all crashing. So this game is absolutely popping right now, so I thought I would make this video for any people that are maybe new to the game. I, of course, have been playing since it came out, been making videos for a while on this game. So I thought I'd make this video to help y'all out, or even y'all who play the game a lot. Still probably be fun to watch. And I'll have some gameplay going on in the background to keep y'all entertained with that. But anyway, this is going to be the best loadouts and star cards for every class, including the Enforcer class, Aerial, and Infiltrator. So yeah, I'm going to try and do it with every situation and everything like that. So I hope you guys enjoy. The first class we're going to cover is going to be the Assault class. And the first star card, first we're going to go through the best star cards. Really, probably the most important one you want to have is Bounty Hunter. Now, this star card increases your battle points by 20%. So, if you normally, you would have to get 4,000 battle points to be a hero. But now you can get 3,300 points. And with this card, it will increase it to 4,000 and you can get a hero. So, you don't even have to get those extra 700 battle points, which this really gives you the edge where you can start getting these heroes right off the bat at the beginning of a game. If you want to get a hero, unless you're absolutely nuts at the game, you're probably going to have this card on. Otherwise, someone else is going to beat you because they're probably going to have the card and they're going to beat you to it. I did make a video 5 months ago on how to get the hero first. If you want to look at that, that's a cool little video. But you definitely want to have this card on for stuff like that. The second card you want to use. Now, this is a very debatable thing. This is just kind of personal preference. I personally use the improved thermal detonator star card. It increases the blast radius of your thermal detonator by, I think it's like 7 meters or something. So basically, anyone close to your thermal detonator, when you throw it, they're dead. They're gone. But the reason it's personal preference is a lot of people like to use the ion grenade as well. I'll tell you why I personally like the thermal detonator more. The pros of the ion grenade is when you throw it at a player, it does explode on impact, and a thermal detonator does not do that. The thermal detonator has to, takes a certain amount of time to count down, and the ion grenade just explodes on impact with a player. But the thing with the ion grenade is it does destroy, turrets and shields immediately. That's cool. But it does not one-hit players. Unless someone is weak, the ion grenade is not going to kill an enemy player. And that's really my biggest thing with it. With my grenade, my whole point of my grenade is to clear out a choke point. I want those people dead. I don't really see the point of having a grenade if I'm just going to have to throw the grenade and then shoot them twice, before they're actually dead. I want my thermal detonator, in this case, which it does a very good job of doing this. I get a ton of multi-kills with your thermal detonator. You can absolutely annihilate choke points, or at least flush someone out or something like that. And it will definitely insta-kill someone if they're anywhere close to it. So that's why I use the improved thermal detonator star card. Now, the third star card I use is Toughen Up. This is basically Adrenaline Stim from Battlefront 1. It's your right bumper ability. Once you press it, your health automatically regens for like a certain amount of time. So if you get shot, you're going to immediately start regenning that health. And I really like that for when I'm weak. I can take cover and immediately regen and then get back in the fight. I'm personally, especially because I do YouTube videos, I'm a very aggressive player. I like to constantly be going at it. So this card kind of helps me not, freaking die every time. I can kind of get out of situations with low health and then be back to full health within like a second or two. So that's really an essential card in at least for me, with my play style. Now we're going to move on to the best weapons for each situation. This class has 3 really good weapons in my I think. I mean, the E11D, I don't really care for it, and then, of course, the default weapon isn't very good, but me personally, I use the EL16 HFE. It's the 4th blaster for the assault class. I use it with reduced recoil and improved range. Basically, this is a sniper, pretty much, that can be used at close range as well. Basically, if you get to a point where you can hit, like, if your aim is well enough to use this weapon, you can absolutely annihilate everyone. Like, you can't beat it in a fight at range if someone is just hitting their shots with it. So it's really good, like, medium, long range, but I also use it short range because I just kind of jump around no scoping with it, and it's really accurate at close range as well, and it does a ton of damage. The CR2 is really good for close range. It's just a spray and pray weapon, literally. If you want to be really annoying and just wreck people, like, you can just put it in their face and just, like, it just fires so fast, it's ridiculous. But it's really good for close range, so if you like that type of weapon, maybe your aim isn't quite as good, you're new to the game, the CR2 is probably going to be a better weapon for people new to this game that haven't really gotten used to the sensitivity yet. And I use the CR2 with reduced recoil. Don't use night vision or any of the other attachments. They're bad. Don't do it. Ion shot doesn't do like any damage to players, and night vision is just useless, to be honest. So I just use reduced recoil. That way you can, fire really quickly and your weapon not be pointing at the sky after a couple seconds. So CR2 really good for close range, really good for new players. EL16 HFE really good for more medium to long range experienced players. And then the A280 as well is kind of like a discount EL16 HFE. It's pretty good. It's a burst weapon, so it's better at close range maybe than the EL16. So really you can alternate between the two. I like both of them. They're both very powerful. Now moving on to the heavy class. My star cards, I use Bounty Hunter. You're going to use Bounty Hunter. You need that card for any class you play if you want to get battle points quickly. So I always use that for all my classes, except in one scenario that I'll go over. Then I use Barrage. Barrage fires 3 grenades, so you can literally get ranged kills with that, and it's really good for clearing out choke points or flushing someone out, stuff like that. And then the Supercharged Sentry. So the Supercharged Sentry is basically where it's a weapon where not only when you pull it out do you regen health, it's like a constant adrenaline stem. You're literally firing like an explosive weapon that can fire as fast as a CR2. Now you might be thinking, there's no way someone would put that in a video game. Like a machine gun with explosive damage. There's no shot. Well, there is a shot, and a lot of shots in it. Really, it's just super overpowered. You can snipe people from range with this thing, this freaking Gatling gun with explosive damage. It's not even fair, so should probably use that. Now, that is if you're like just going for kills. Let's say you're trying to take out an MTT or an ATT or an ATM6, one of those objective walkers or, transports. In that scenario, I would use the Ion Turret, the Ion Torpedo, and the Explosive Sentry. Now, the Ion Turret, you place it down, and it fires ion missiles at that objective, so it's going to do a lot of damage to that objective. For those who don't know, anything with Ion in the name does a lot of damage to, like, mechanical vehicles. So the Ion Turret can take out tanks and walkers and stuff like that, and do a lot of damage. The Ion Torpedo is essentially the same as the Ion Turret, but it fires 3 torpedoes and they do even more damage. So pretty much you can take out a tank with 3 shots from the Ion Torpedo unless they have full HP. And it just does a ton of damage to the objectives, stuff like that, and will get you a lot of points. And the Explosive Sentry, instead of firing a lot of bullets, it's like boom, boom, boom. That's the best I can explain it, but it's like a really big explosive projectile that does a ton of damage. It one-hits assault troopers and specialists and officers for one, so it's really good there, but it does a ton of damage to objectives as well. So if a really good strategy on maps like Hoth, if you're going after the walker, equip those 3 things, and if you hit the walker with the Ion Torpedoes, the Ion Turret, and your Explosive Sentry, you're going to get like 4,000 battle points in literally like 25 seconds. So that's a really good idea. Now, the weapon to use for heavy, don't use any other weapon. The T21 is overpowered as frick, so use the T21 once you unlock it. I use it with improved handling, and you also could put on burst mode if you want to. The thing about burst mode is it overheats the weapon quicker, but if you hit all 3 of those bursts, it insta-kills. Like, if you hit all 3 of those bursts, you're going to kill them super quickly. I will pop it on. I kind of go between the two. I kind of like improved handling without burst mode, because then you can literally snipe people, because there's pretty much no recoil on it. So I like that, and also it takes longer for it to overheat. But if you're close range and you like it, feel free to hop on burst mode. It's still really overpowered. Moving on, we have the officer class. Now, this class, I always use the officer class off the bat of a game to get a lot of battle points. I use the survivalist card. That gives you a quick regen, so you regen like 40% faster than you would. So that's really good just to stay alive. I use the bounty hunter card, of course, so I can get those battle points really quickly. And then I used improved battle command. Improved battle command is a must, because not only does it make the radius of battle command bigger, so you can get, by the way, for those who don't know, if you're a new player, when you battle command your teammates, you get points for it. So as soon as you spawn in, you're going to spawn in with all your buddies, immediately press both bumpers and do battle command. It'll give you like 500 battle points without even shooting someone. And the improved battle command makes the radius bigger. It also heals yourself, so you can get all the way up to 250 health, which is really good. And also it recharges faster. So that's like a must card and a really good card. And if you're looking to get heroes off the bat, I would definitely run the officer class. And then the blaster, I would definitely recommend, and everyone uses this, is the SE44C, and I use it with improved cooling and rapid fire. It's a pistol that fires automatically, and it roasts people so quick. If anyone is close to you, it's a close range weapon for sure. But if they're close to you, you can kill them so quick with this weapon. It's basically the officer's version of a CR2. So that is the officer class. And again, make sure to use that if you want to get heroes right off the bat of a game. Once you get the SE44C, that is. For the specialist class, this is of course the sniper class. I use stealth. Basically what this does is it makes your melee damage 125. So if you hit someone with melee, it's going to do that much damage. And also it keeps you off enemy scanners. So when people look at their radar, it tells you where the enemy is, it's not going to show you. So they're not going to know where you are until you shoot them, or they like see your bullets coming at them. And it also, you don't have a glare on your weapon. Pretty much in all video game snipers, there's like a glare. Well, you don't have that if you have the stealth card on. Then I use bounty hunter, of course, and survivalist. Survivalist is what gives you quick regen. So that's really good. And then I use the NT242. This is basically, it's literally a pulse cannon. I use it with dual zoom and improved cooling. It is a one-shot kill in the head and a two-shot kill to the body. So you can absolutely roast people with this weapon. And with those cards I talked about, not only is it going to be hard for people to figure out where you are, but even if they hit you, you got Survivalist, which gets your regen back really quickly. And then Bounty Hunter just gives you those battle points like crazy. Now we're moving on. We've covered all of the classes, the normal classes. Now we're going to go over reinforcements. First, we're going to cover the Enforcer class. I use the Enforcer training star card. It gives you health on kills. So for me, I'm very aggressive. I go in, I get a lot of kills, but also I take a lot of damage. So it's really necessary to have that card so that when you get those kills, you're getting some health back. So even if you're running into like 3-4 people, when you're killing one, you're constantly going to be gaining health. Then I use the Expert Weapons Handling card. That increases the time of the middle ability. The middle ability is usually the best ability for enforcers. So basically, let's say, for example, the Super Battle Droid. With this card, I can use his machine gun without it overheating for a very long time. So I can literally just constantly be firing for much longer. And I really like that aspect. And then the third card I use is Battle Hardened. And this gives you more health, so it makes you like a tank. I think it gives you like 384 health if you're like a super battle droid. So yeah, those are the cards I use. And by the way, the best enforcer is probably, I don't know. It's probably the Death Trooper and then like the Clone Commando in a close second. Now we're going to cover the aerial class. I use the cards Aerial Training. This gives you health on kill, like I said, just if you're an aggressive player. It's really nice to get that health back on a kill. And then I use Battle Hardened, which of course is the health increase. I always want to have as much health as possible because I'm going to be getting in a lot of fights because I'm very aggressive. And then I use Survivalist, which is also a really good card for aggressive players so that your health regen is really quick. So really all my cards for the aerial class have to do with my health, because with these cards not only do I regen faster, but I also have more health and I get health on kill. So it makes you really difficult to kill. By the way, the best aerial is probably the Jet Trooper. That is the clone aerial class because his pistol is ridiculous. Maybe the First Order could be too. But I don't know. I like how the clone aerial does a lot of damage with his pistol. Now for what class is this? Infiltrator. I use the card Evasion. This gives you +1 evade and a shorter recharge on your evades. This is really good for classes like the Droid Commando, because of course we know with his evasion he goes really far and you're trying to get those melee kills. So it just makes it so I'm like impossible to hit because I'm constantly dodging around. Then I use the card Acquisition. This enemies marked, when enemies hit you, they get marked. So if someone shoots you, you immediately know where they are. That's really nice. Get some revenge on them. Just keeps them marked so they can't run away, so you can definitely get the kill on them. And then I use the card Stalker. This gives you health on kill by people revealed by your scanner. So if you reveal an enemy and you kill them, you get like 55 health on that kill, which again, I really like all of those abilities that give you health on kill. Probably the best infiltrator would be the Sith Trooper for you guys who haven't played the game too much. But yeah, that pretty much concludes today's video. I'm going to do another video like this on all the heroes and villains, basically the best star cards for them. If you want to see that video, make sure to subscribe if you don't want to miss it. I know a ton of people are coming to this game. It's really awesome to see. If you're really enjoying this game and maybe you just got to it, maybe you're just seeing the channel, and maybe take a look at my other videos. I do a ton of Battlefront 2 videos and Battlefront 1 videos and all that good stuff. So glad to see this game finally, getting what it deserves in a way. It's really been an awesome road ever since we had that really rough start. Super excited for Star Wars games, of course, with Lucasfilm taking over the rights again. We could definitely, I think we're definitely going to get a Battlefront 3, which didn't look like was going to happen, but now it seems like it is. So I'm really excited for that. Super pumped. I'm super excited to see the growth of this channel as all this Star Wars content comes out and I'm able to make videos on it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Peace.